everybody, Conrad Krauser, and I'm joined by my new friend, Owen Plood. Owen, great win. You haven't allowed a goal in 2 games, and a lot of that goes to the goalie, but a lot of it belongs to you as a defenseman. So you said you wear number 4 because of one of the most famous defensemen of all time. Why don't you tell the fans at home about that?
Bobby Orr is why I'm number 4.
Did your parents show you old clips of Bobby Orr? The clip of
no.
him flying through the air?
Yeah, they showed me that one, and that's when I wanted to be number 4.
Number 4, Bobby Orr, but who knows? Maybe one day it'll be more famous for Owen Plood here in the NHL. So obviously there's a new era of NHL defensemen coming in. And you mentioned Cale Makar as one of the people you model your game after.
Yeah.
What do you think is your skill that matches most with that number 8 Cale Makar?
Like my turns and stuff and my shots.
So your edge work and your shot?
Yeah.
Definitely very important to have. And you guys, as a team for Minnesota, you guys are scoring at will, it seems, but that comes from your passing. How much work do you guys put in on those cross-ice passes, whether it's D to D or across the slot?
I don't know. Like, you just do it.
You just do it.
Yeah.
That's the best way to be. And are you still having fun out there?
Yeah. I mean, today I kind of messed up a little bit because I slipped a lot because my skates, well, my dad sharpened my skates, but...
You weren't quite ready for that, how they'd gotten sharpened?
Yeah.
All right. So you've played against both of these teams. The Montreal Canadiens.
Not in the brick. So
not in the brick, but
yeah.
before.
Yeah.
He's played against Connecticut and he played against Montreal. And you said pretty confidently, you know who's going to win this. You've seen the future.
Yeah.
Who's going to win this?
Connecticut, obviously.
Connecticut, your cross-border rivals. That's a big prediction because both these teams are 2-0. So, Owen, thank you so much for joining me here in the broadcast booth. We're going to go to the national anthem shortly. I'm going to give you a high five and let you go celebrate with your team.
Okay.
Perfect. Oh. Have a good... Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of myself, Connor Krauser, and my play-by-play man, Mike Gould, I'd like to welcome you to the last game of the day, game number 17 here between the Connecticut Junior Rangers and the Montreal Canadiens. Both of these teams coming in a perfect 2-0. Only one will leave with that record still intact. And we've got a couple of our tournament leaders taking place in this game. For Montreal, it's going to be Flavio Di Pacido. He's participating in his second straight tournament, played in the 2011 age group tournament to start this off. He's currently rocking 4 goals and an assist, but the Connecticut Junior Rangers counter with Jack Brayman, 2 goals, 2 assists, in second place for our scoring lead. And Mike, we're in for another barn burner.
Yeah, Conrad, indeed we are, and we're really excited for this one. Montreal, a couple of players on this team we're very familiar with from the 2011 tournament, and very excited to see Peter Broccolini, Theo Lassard, and Mason Curry, and Flavio Di Placido back in action here at our 2012 tournament at the 33rd annual Brick Invitational. And indeed, it looks like Curry will be getting the start for Montreal in this one. Not sure exactly who the starter will be for Connecticut, but it looks like it might be the fellow 31, Luke Thompson.
I don't think you can go wrong with any of these goaltenders from either team. Curry obviously has the experience, having played in the 2011 edition. But, you know, I'm really excited. Our PA guy is hyping up these 2 fan bases to be ready to rock, to be ready to roll, to make this cathedral of hockey jump off its rocker.
12 minutes on the clock in this first period. These 2 teams lining up at center ice, ready for the opening face-off here in our final game of day 2 at the 33rd annual Brick Tournament. It's Lassard against Whalen at center ice, and the Connecticut center wins the draw. The Rangers first on the puck. Mike Gould, Conrad Krauser here with you on ASTV on this Tuesday evening. And the Rangers looking to advance the puck up the far side. Montreal takes it away. That shot blocked en route, and the Rangers get it up the near side boards and out to center.
As the aforementioned Brayman getting the puck into the zone, trying to tie Di Placido up at the top of our scoring rates.
Montreal can't quite find it. Rangers keep it in at the line. Over to the right side there. There's a shot. That one was taken by Breaker Seidenberg, I believe, but it was blocked en route. And now down low. Pardon me, that was Ryan Graves from the right side. That shot was blocked by Montreal. And Montreal unable to clear. Now it's Tristan Reynolds. Reynolds hands it back to his defense. And they flip it out to neutral territory. Montreal jamming it forward. There to poke it ahead for the Canadiens is Brody Garvin, who goes off for a change. Rangers, Allison down the left side. A long shot there. Shoulder save made by Curry. Now it's backhanded up the near side. Glove down by Broccolini. Broccolini up ahead. Finds Tep. Now Di Placido. Di Placido through the middle. The Rangers take the puck away from him, and they bring it back out to center. Rangers down the right side. It's Nikita Kochetkov. Below the goal line, Kochetkov has the puck. Knocked away from him. Broccolini at center turns it over. Kochetkov from the left side sends it down low. Robertson gives chase. Canadiens on it there first. They look to clear it up the near side, but causing problems there again is Kochetkov. Now Montreal gets it out to safety, and on it for the Rangers is Selink. Now up the right side. With it there is Robertson. Robertson down low, picked up instead by Montreal. Over to the near side for Garant. Garant pressed there by Bernhardt. Down low, both teams jostling for that loose puck. It's stuck up against the dasher boards there, and Montreal trying to take it free in their own zone. It's loose below the goal line, and coming in to take it away is Tep. Kept in by the Rangers. Long shot there is Fandon, and now Montreal brings it up to safety. Di Placido in all alone. Here's Di Placido, scores! Flavio Di Placido!
And he's mauled by his teammates right in front of our broadcast locations. Congratulations, Di Placido widening that gap between himself and second place in the scoring race.
Bit of a pick thrown by Broccolini at the blue line there. Allows Di Placido to go in uncontested. He goes upstairs over the glove of the goaltender Luke Thompson for the Rangers. And now with 9:38 to go in this first period, the Canadiens head back to their bench, and we're ready for the face-off at center ice. Off the center ice draw, it's won by Le Canadien. Sent over to the near side and advanced up the ice.
But what a shot from Di Placido.
Oh, yeah.
Not wasting time and wires it home.
Yeah, he got all that one, showing why he's playing in both the 2011 and 2012 birth year tournaments. In this one at the 33rd Brick Invitational. DiPlacido announced as the goal scorer here in the arena, with the assist going to Liam Tepp and Peter Broccolini. Puck kept into the point by Ocean. Ocean's long shot is blocked en route, and the Rangers pick it up in the far corner. Advanced up the left side, kept in by Fontaine. Rangers trying to break it out of their own zone. Montreal hard on the forecheck. Rangers take over again. That pass through the middle, picked off by Montreal. They send it right back in. And here comes O'Toole. O'Toole loses control. Rangers back on it. O'Toole steals it right back. O'Toole making moves. O'Toole down the right side, takes a spill. Rangers looking to clear, and they will. Rangers dump it in, go off for a line change. Hard on the forecheck there is Luke Bell. Montreal breaks it out down the near side.
As this puck's in the neutral zone, you know who I think of when I see these Rangers jerseys? Number 35, Mike Richter.
I was going to say Mike Richter. We saw in our last tournament, we saw Del Giaco wearing number 2 for the Rangers. Gave me some Brian Leach flashbacks.
And you know what? Richter was never the biggest goaltender, but used that athleticism. So I wonder if we'll see similarly here from Rangers goaltenders. And we have to say thank you to whoever designed the Rangers jerseys for this tournament with the white name bar on the back so that we can see it.
Very helpful. You know, back in the Rangers zone, Luke Thompson wearing the same 31 that's worn by their current starting goaltender, Igor Shesterkin. So maybe there's some inspiration there, although Connecticut is not New York, we will say. Down on the left side, Kochetkov being pressed down low by Leduc. Both teams trying to break that puck free. Also involved for Montreal is Nixon Strickland. Now the Rangers take it away. Here's a chance in tight, and backhanding it away from danger there was Kochetkov. Down low giving chase for the Rangers is Hargaden. Hargaden into the middle. That one's picked off, and it's brought back out to safety by Montreal. O'Toole uplifted. No call on the play. And now Montreal back on the puck. Here come the Canadians. That pass over to the left side. Leduc pushes it forward. And now the Rangers bring it out to center. Down the right side with it comes Ogorolkov. That shot is stopped by Corey, and he'll hold on.
Nice, very positional save by Corey. Corey not having to make a lot of these fantastical saves, just relying upon that positional awareness.
Now the Canadians on the puck, on the near side. Broccolini advances it forward. Now it's DiPlacido over the left side, and Tepp has it just slide off his stick. Now Tepp sends it around. Keeping it into the right point is Garant. Garant sends it down low. Now the Rangers take over. It's brought out by Wyden. Wyden one-on-one. Wyden down low. Has the puck knocked off his stick. Now in front. That one's picked off by the Canadians.
Wyden was forced wide and could not get the puck on net.
Now Graves fires a shot. Blocked there by Garant. DiPlacido back on it. Hands it off to Broccolini. Broccolini's pass slides over in the direction of his teammate, but picked off by the Rangers. There's a shot. That one deflects out of play. That one was by Jack Brayman.
Yeah, Jack Brayman is a name that I certainly recognize. He's been a lot of jump in the step for this Connecticut Junior Rangers team. As a reminder, the Rangers started, at our next whistle, we will show you the highlight of our opening goal.
Now up top, Allison's long shot, tipped on goal, saved by Corey, and he jumps on the rebound. A nice deflection there by Connecticut's Andrew Hargaden, who came very close. And now we'll take a look at Montreal's first goal, scored by Flavio DiPlacido.
Just off to the races.
You can see the pick that was thrown in the blue line by Broccolini. That lets DiPlacido break in all alone and go upstairs with that shot.
You know, I have to say that didn't look like an intentional pick, but just right place, right time.
Perhaps, indeed. Yeah, number 10 in white getting in the way of the Rangers player, preventing him from getting back in position as that long shot by Allison is blocked away by Montreal. Rangers on the far side keep it alive at the point. Long drive there, skips wide. Now up to Karam, picked up by Lassard. Through the middle, that one's off the stick of Garvin.
Lassard, another player who played in the 2011 birthday year group for this Montreal Canadiens team.
Yeah, I would say in this tournament in total, there's probably 8 players who have played in both tournaments.
4 of them.
4 of them, half of them are on this Montreal team.
Yeah, definitely showing confidence in these 2012s to have their ability to play in that older age group.
Well, and take a look at who's leading them in scoring.
Definitely. I wonder if you build that confidence playing in that other tournament. But you also have to balance that with, these are young athletes. They might not necessarily have that battery, that stamina from that ages of dryland training.
Flavio Di Placido is the man to watch right now if you're a Montreal fan or a fan of a team that's playing against them, because you got to be on the lookout when he's on the ice. How many goals has he scored so far in this tournament, Conrad?
That will be his 5th that he scored.
5 goals already for number 86 in white. Wearing the same number as a certain, who's worn number 86 in the NHL? There's got to be someone.
There's got to be someone. It's just not coming to my mind.
There's
Maybe trying to make his own mark with that number.
Yeah, we'll see. Now the Rangers send it through the middle. That one's knocked down by Bell. Bell tries to clear. Helped out on the far side there by Harganen. Harganen dumps it in. Montreal back after it. Corey leaves it there for his defense. On the far side, it's pushed up the boards. Streaking after it there is Bernhardt. Bernhardt has the puck knocked off his stick. You know who wore number 86 for Calgary is Josh Juris. But I would think Di Placido maybe models his game after more of a scoring forward.
How about the name Jack Hughes?
Of course. Jack Hughes. How about that one?
Nikita Kucherov.
Oh, man. How do we not remember those ones? Yeah, Di Placido. Kind of reminds me of Jack Hughes a little bit out there. That's one heck of a player to be compared to.
I'm sure he'd probably prefer someone from north of the border, but definitely not a bad name to draw comparisons to at all.
Now Montreal back on the puck. That pass goes to nobody in particular. On the near side, it's kept in by Seidenberg. Long shot there. Goes a little bit by the wayside. And now on the far boards, Montreal giving chase. They flip it out to center. And Broccolini after it. Now the Rangers, they dump it into the Canadiens bench. Don't think that deflected off anybody, so the faceoff will be at center ice.
Here's a more unique number 86.
Is it Teuvo Teravainen?
I was going to go with Teuvo Teravainen. An unheralded hero for the Canes. Scores a lot of big goals.
Face-off won by the Rangers. Rangers back on it. They go D to D. And now on the near side, oh, that pass is fanned on by King. Now back over to the left, and the Rangers send it to center. Montreal battling for it on the far side. Rangers find it. It's chipped back out to center there by Montreal's Brody Garvin. Now King through the middle. That pass knocked down by Le Canadien. Now Whalen with the puck through the middle. Knocked off his stick by Ocean. Fontaine down low. It's rimmed around for Reynolds. And now there's going to be a penalty called against Montreal. I believe it'll be interference against Lassard with 2:47 to go in this first period.
So Mike Gould, trivia time. You're a big Arizona Coyotes fan. Who was the last player to wear number 86 for your Arizona Coyotes?
That would be a right-handed defenseman out of Sweden. That would be a player who's also played for the Rangers. Not for the Canadiens, though. That would be Antoine Stroman.
Mike, your encyclopedic knowledge never ceases to amaze. You are correct.
I figured. I just remember that being a very strange number when he picked it this past season. Not very usual, that's for sure, for a defenseman in particular. And now the Canadiens on the PK here. This power play brought to you by the Tkachuk Advisory Group at Scotia Wealth Management. At the Tkachuk Advisory Group, Scotia Wealth Management, we share a passion for our community, and we believe wealth is about more than just money.
Rangers certainly hoping they can cash in on this opportunity.
You're just going to say that every time, aren't you?
I'm going to run it into the ground eventually.
Now the Rangers back on the puck, looking up ice. You know what the shots are in this period, Conrad? 2-1.
And the one shot by Montreal has found twine.
I'm not sure if that's completely accurate, to be honest with you, but at the same token, it hasn't exactly been the highest shooting period for sure.
No, but it's definitely a battle between two teams who are at a very similar skill level.
Oh yeah, very structured. Now a turnover. Guess who? It's Di Placido. Oh, and he missed the net. A close call as number 86 looking for his second of the game.
And now he's caught down ice, and a line change here from the Rangers when they had numbers.
Rangers in the zone, up top, here's a chance, cutting in, a shot, and a save made by Corey to deny CONNECTICUTJR.
Make sure to raise that right shoulder. Get as much of his body between puck and net. Great save there by Corey.
Blue Monday playing here in the Ice Palace at West Edmonton Mall. Canadians hoping to make it a Bleu, Blanc et Rouge Tuesday as they backhanded out to center.
Mike, you don't need me here. I'm just going to go for a walk here. I'm just kidding.
That was pretty good, eh?
Oh, good. Quotation marks used.
Robertson on the puck, sends it up to center, and it's dumped right back in by Garvin.
You know, it really is a matchup of the blue, black, et rouge, and the red, white, and blue.
That is true. Yeah, it is.
Original six matchup.
Yeah, you never really hear the red mentioned as part of the Rangers' identity. They're very much the blue shirts, but they wear those red pants, and they're a staple in their look, so they dump it in.
And these Connecticut Junior Rangers don't have the Lady Liberty on their shoulders, but they have the Stars and Bars, the flag of the United States, on their right shoulder.
Sorry, I'm going to just interject here. The Stars and Bars is the Confederate flag.
You are correct.
The Stars and Stripes.
Oh, my goodness. Stars and Stripes. I do apologize. That is correct.
Stars and Stripes. Now Broccolini down the left side. Pass in the middle is out of the reach there of his teammate Brody Garvin. We'll let you off the hook on that one, Conrad.
I do not mean that flag. I apologize, folks,
It is absolutely all right. As to the middle, the puck comes out to the line. Not out. Kept in by Montreal. Rangers looking to clear up the near side, and they do. And Bell dumps it in.
Oh, I really put my foot in my mouth there, hey?
It happens. It happens. They're so similar in terms of a name, too. I mean,
Stripes, bars.
You look at the American flag. It looks like bars. They're stripes, though. As after one period of play with some truly unique commentary from Mike Gould and Conrad Krauser on ASTV, it is Montreal leading the Rangers 1-0.
You know what? If we don't mind, can we throw that highlight up one more time? Let's get another look at the only goal in this matchup.
It's just loading here on our system. We'll get it up in just a moment. It was scored by Flavio Di Placido for Montreal, who's had another breakaway opportunity in this game.
And I'd like to slow down on the shot if at all possible, because I think this is one of the top shots that you will see in this tournament. Certainly knows how and when to get that release, which you don't necessarily see at this age group. Sometimes you'll see some of those rainbows, but this was a laser beam.
So the puck is down low in the Montreal zone here, and it comes up the ice quickly. And we'll take a moment here as we're going in slow-mo. Now it comes up the ice, and it's out at center. It's just skipping a little bit. Now streaking after it, and you can see the collision.
It's unintentional.
There. I know, it's unintentional.
Broccolini's trying to come into the zone, but
Di Placido, look at this shot. Oh, baby. That's not fluttering at all. That is perfectly placed.
And right above the glove, the velocity, the placement from Di Placido, showing why he is the tournament leader in goals.
Indeed, Di Placido, excellent stuff there. A big Di Placido for his team so far in this tournament.
But it is this, I can't see if this is Di Placido's line opening up. No, it is not. Go with the Reynolds line.
Yeah, with Lessard and Garvin, the other two forwards out there for Montreal. Lessard, obviously a holdover from the 2011 tournament. Now look out, Montreal trying to jam it on goal, and they blow the whistle, even though it was loose below the goal line. Referee must have lost sight of the puck, and the face-off will be in the Connecticut zone.
Taps his chest as to say, that's my bad, folks. And the happy tall flag being waved above our ice surface.
Might as well call it Le Canadien flag. Puck goes on goal, and Canadians try a wraparound. Oh, and it's kept out. How did that not go in? Now a sharp angle shot, deflects high. I believe that was Theo Lassard who came oh so close to making it a 2-0 game.
Just off the blade of the skate there. A great stretch from the Rangers goaltender.
Now Lassard at the circle, that pass, he fanned on it. And the Rangers, player there is hauled down, no call on the play. Now Lassard gets bumped a little bit by Graves. The referee, you heard him saying right in front of us, no bump, no bump. Don't want that. Almost called him for the retaliation.
Yeah, and I gotta say, my groin hurts just replaying that save in my head.
Oh yeah.
Making sure to get all the way lateral. Get that splits going on. Oh, almost picked off there.
Now Garvin gets it out to center. The Rangers back on the puck. As noted, a long change here in this second period. That pass toward Bell goes through his skates. And Montreal clears it to safety. Giving chases Lassard down the right side. Here comes Lassard into the zone at the bottom of the circle. Lassard fending off a couple of Rangers back checkers. Down low now, it's taken away by Connecticut. And they'll get it up through the middle. Bit of a collision there. Now it's dumped in by Connecticut's Jack Brayman. Montreal back on the puck, sent up the near side just across the blue line. Now O'Toole into the middle for Leduc. Houdon out at center. Now it's taken over by Kochitov. Couldn't quite find Hargadon, and Montreal sends it back into Ranger territory. Not hard enough for icing. King back on that puck. Up the near side. Return feed through the middle. Bell sends it over to the left side for Kochitov. Kochitov pushes it ahead. He's got Hargadon with him. Kochitov, Hargadon! And that went just between his legs. Now Leduc over to the far side looking for that puck. Comes through the middle, picked off by Kochitov. Couldn't get a shot on goal.
Gotta say, we see a lot of these high pressure, high forechecks working in this tournament.
And Connecticut brings it back out. Hargadon down the right side. Hargadon fires a shot that sails out of play. Might have gone off a Montreal stick en route. 9:27 on the clock in this second period.
And I gotta mention, Rafael Della Rospil rocking the Reebok Sling, one of the new technologies supported by the NHL. If you're not sure, that's one of the many new brands of hockey sticks that has a hole in the blade. Apparently allows you to get a little bit more zip on the wrist shot. And also one of our sponsors here of ASTV, the Tovi, uses a grid of holes to try and establish the same effect.
Maybe trying to keep the bottom of the stick lighter, trying to change up the balance of it, make it more whippy down there. As now Montreal brings it out to center. It's dumped in by Tepp.
That's what the scientists say, at least.
Now Allison out to center, finds Wyden. Wyden cuts to the middle. Wyden has it knocked off his stick by Almeida.
Wyden trying to narrow the play and drive it down the middle.
Oh my.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not. Now it's Tepp back the other way. Cutting in down the left side. Tepp with speed, sends it toward the middle. Ricochets off a skate and away from danger. Now DiPlacido down low for Tepp. Gets it back. DiPlacido into the middle. That one goes between the wickets of Broccolini. And the Rangers bring it to the line and not out. Now it comes out of the zone and Almeida dumps it right back in. Canadians still have not successfully tagged up. Come on, guys. And now it comes out to center. They re-entered the zone about 4 times there without realizing that one of their other players had gone back in.
Yeah, just a little bit of a communication error.
Now the Rangers keep it alive at the point. They backhand it down low, and now the Canadians feather it all the way back into Ranger territory. As on there is Seidenberg. Seidenberg making moves through the middle. Loses it to DiPlacido. He's got men with him, but the long change hurts Montreal there as Lassard is caught offside.
Yeah, definitely just a little bit out of time here. Mistimed, rather. Just not quite on the same page. In the same chapter, maybe on a different paragraph, but just not quite there.
Face-off upcoming at the neutral zone. It's won by the Rangers and sent over to the near side. Rangers advance it ahead. Now back on it is Fontaine. Fontaine spins, fires it ahead. Rangers on the near side. Fontaine hands it off. Lassard rims it around for Garvin. Garvin gets it out to center. Rangers back on the puck. Backhanded into Montreal territory. And back on it now is Fontaine. Fontaine goes D to D over to Ocean. Ocean ahead. That one's knocked down by the Rangers. They keep it alive down low. Rangers, my oh my, we're almost midway through this second period. That was the Rangers' 4th shot of this game, if they count it. And the shots are 4-2 for Connecticut.
No, I don't think our shot clock is currently. Oh, it does look like they're trying to keep that as accurate as possible. We've seen lots of shots off shin pads, off the side of the net. Pressure has been there, just not resulting in the shots towards the 6x4.
Yeah, certainly been a prevent chances game. More of a Rick Bowness approach than perhaps a Bruce Boudreau.
Yeah, our only scoring chance has really been the one that ended up in the net, and that was as we mentioned, almost a pick play.
Yeah, DiPlacido finding that open seam and going in all alone, going upstairs. He's had one other breakaway chance in this game, but other than that, it's hard to really identify a whole lot of really dangerous plays.
Is that Montreal's only 2 shots on net?
It might be, yeah. No, DiPlacido missed the net on that one.
You are correct.
Now
Brain of a goldfish.
Montreal gets it out to center. It's brought in offside there by Jarl, and it'll be a face-off in the neutral zone.
Yeah, wasn't a miscommunication there, just a little over-eager. You know, these are young players, still trying to learn that physical strength as well as knowing when in the game to slow things down, make sure that everything's going right, and you'll see some of these little mistakes. And they are little mistakes. Like, this is going over this game with a fine-tooth comb at this point.
Canadians bring it out to center. It's Leduc in. Leduk's shot is blocked away, and now O'Toole gives chase. O'Toole's pass is knocked away. Now O'Toole into the middle. Rangers looking to bring it out down the near side. Sent into the middle. Out there is Wyden. Wyden with the puck, fires a shot that deflects high and out of play.
You know, I wonder if the Montreal Canadiens are going to take a little bit of a drive just about 15 minutes south here of Edmonton. Visit another Leduc. Leduc and Leduc. Oh, come on. That one wasn't that bad. Not the worst I've had all tournament.
No, it's certainly not the worst, that's for sure. It's a shame they don't have an Albert. I think we've seen an Albert in this tournament. They could have gone to St. Albert. Oh, I can do that too, hey?
Oh, we've got it all day here, folks. The highest quality punt entertainment.
Now a chance. They score! The Rangers!
Corey did not see that wrist shot at all until it was already past his left shoulder. Finding Twine.
That's Graves who goes upstairs. Ryan Graves makes it 1-1 with 5:51 to play in this second period.
Let's see if one of the players managed to pick up that. It looks like a T-shirt that was dropped in the corner.
They'll see it.
Yeah, Kramer's trying to direct his fellow official to the debris that has fallen onto the ice. One of the unique and lovely things about having this short glass.
It's wild. It's absolutely like the wild, wild west here. I can't believe that this is still in effect.
We have not seen something we saw on day one of the 2011s. We haven't seen a beverage spilled on the ice again.
That was, it was a very hot beverage as well, and so might have caused some damage to the ice surface. Of course, a cold beverage can accumulate on top as well, causing some additional bumps. So now a turnover. Graves after it down low in front. Here's a chance for the Rangers. Backhand on goal, and a toe save made there by Corey.
Always nice to have that first save after a goal allowed.
Now Garvin, long shot there, deflects wide. Garvin gives chase. Rangers get it up top, kept in by Almeida. Almeida's long drive, blocked nicely there by the Rangers, but kept alive by Le Canadien. But they backhanded directly out of play. Face-off will be in the neutral zone.
And let's, do we have our replay ready? Or no, we're still waiting on that one. But that backhand on the puck, rolling on edge, just narrowly missing the Montreal Canadiens fan section, hitting the jersey of number 19, Gavin Brody, behind them. Gavin Brody with the shoulder save, I guess.
Now Tepp gives chase. Tepp on that puck, loses control, and now Connecticut brings it out to center. That's Hargadon down the right side. Hargadon cutting down low, now looks up top. That pass ricochets off the skate of a Montreal player, and now on it there is Kochitov. Kochitov down low, puck bounces in front, spinning, a shot, a save made there by Kuri to deny Luke Bell. Fans want a penalty down there, but none is called. Now up top, Selling's shot. That one goes wide.
Now for the 4th time in 3 games that we've called, Mike, goaltender without their goal paddle.
Yeah, the goaltender for Montreal, Corey, has lost his stick. We'll see if that comes into play as Selnick keeps it up top. Now it's DiPlacido who looked to break away at center. Rangers bring back in quickly. Down the left side, it's Kochetkov. Kochetov's shot deflects high over the net. Montreal picks it up. They fire it all the way down the ice very wisely, as that will allow the goaltender Corey to go retrieve his paddle. And now we have that goal, the replay, here on our big screen. This is the goal by Graves, right off the draw. Up top, the puck sent out the near side, into the middle, and Graves makes no mistake going upstairs with that shot.
As I said, Corey could not see the shot, had one of his defensemen in his line of sight. But let's head back to the ice here.
Down low, the puck is in the Montreal zone. Both teams trying to jar it free with 4 minutes to go in this second period. Up the near side, Connecticut keeps it alive. And on the puck now in the slot. Here's a chance. Wyden's shot goes just wide. Now DiPlacido up the far side for Broccolini. Broccolini, that pass picked off by Robertson. Robertson loses it to DiPlacido, who backhands it forward, gives chase. DiPlacido finds that puck in the corner. DiPlacido gives it to Broccolini. Broccolini below the goal line, being pressed there by a couple of Rangers. DiPlacido goes in to help out. DiPlacido trying to find that loose puck as it's stuck between a couple of skates in that far side corner. Finally, the referee blows the whistle, and we'll have a face-off inside the Rangers' defensive zone with 3:22 on the clock.
So Broccolini has really played a supporting role here for this line, the big line of the Montreal Canadiens. Wouldn't call him quite a side dish, but definitely a side kick to our tournament's leading scorer.
Face-off won by the Rangers in their D zone, but Lassard is after it in the far corner.
At least our producer Cody likes my jokes.
Lassard after it down low. Coming in to help out is Reynolds. Reynolds on that puck, gets it up top, and the Canadiens unable to pull the trigger there. Rangers bringing it out to safety down the left side. On there is Brayman. Brayman into the middle. Here's a chance, a shot, and a save made by Corey. Denying that chance by Graves.
Corey making sure to stay tall and right at the top of his blue paint, cutting down the angle for that shot.
Graves bringing it back in, hacked down. They're going to call Montreal for a penalty here. A power play coming up for the Rangers with 2:43 on the clock.
Cut and dry call. Lassard had a step and was whacked down.
Lassard heading to the box.
Oh, they're calling it on the...
Yeah, Lassard was the one who was slashed.
Oh, yes, you are correct. I got my ends flipped here. Thought we were in the first period. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Graves had the chance there. He's bursting forward. I don't know if the call would have been made if Graves hadn't fallen to the ice, but he did. And the penalty is called against Montreal with 2:43 on the clock in this second period. Rangers heading back to the power play, brought to you by the Tkachuk Advisory Group at Scotia Wealth Management.
I can only imagine if I'm feeling this tired, how our fans watching from Connecticut are feeling. Got a couple hours on us, if I do recall.
Yeah, down past 10:30 in Hartford and all the surrounding areas there in Connecticut. Now here's a chance, up top, a shot, Wyden, save made by Corey.
I wonder if they got brass bonanza going on whenever these Connecticut Junior Rangers put one home. One of the most iconic songs ever in hockey, I think, at least.
Well, you know, a fair amount of these players actually hailing from New Jersey.
Oh, really?
Yes. We see the North Jersey Avalanche, the NJ Avalanche. We got the Pee Wee Junior Islanders. I would imagine maybe they're from Long Island. From on Long Island, I should say, not in Long Island, as any Long Islander knows. Now up the far side, Rangers on that puck, wheeling it out as Graves. Graves through the middle at the left face-off circle, stops up, looks up top, finds his man up there, that's Seidenberg, returns it for Graves. Graves down low, that pass picked off by Montreal and fired all the way down the ice.
Does DiPlacido ever leave the ice for this Montreal Canadiens team? He always seems to be out there in every situation.
And, you know, he has a very calm demeanor, which not entirely surprising given that his last name contains the word placid. Now on goal, a shot there is turned aside by Corey, and it's fired down the ice by Montreal.
Corey had a little bit of a stare down with the Rangers player in front. having the stare down with number 87, which is Ryan Graves.
Now the Rangers bringing it in down the right side. A backhand shot off the side of the goal. Montreal dislodges it, fires it up top. Kept in by Seidenberg. Seidenberg unloads one. That one's blocked, and Montreal gives chase. After it, there is Reynolds. He overskates it, puts himself offside. He touches the puck. The whistle blows.
Reynolds wearing number 68. And you got to think, we've mentioned a couple jersey numbers here. There's only one person you think of when you think 68.
Absolutely. Mike Hoffman, current Montreal Canadiens winger.
Oh, my goodness. You know who I'm mentioning. Jaromir Jagr.
Who never played for Montreal.
Played for almost every other team in the NHL, it feels like.
Jagr, the alumnus of the Penguins, the Capitals, the Rangers, the Flyers, the Stars, the Bruins.
But most importantly, 10 games with the Calgary Flames.
22 with the Calgary Flames.
Or was it 22?
Yeah. Devils, Florida, and the Calgary Flames.
I have a Jagr jersey. I should know that.
Yeah, he played 22 games, scored 7 points, including a very memorable goal. But before he was injured, he was just fantastic. Then he got a bit of a lower body injury, and he couldn't really keep up anymore. And that pretty much spelled the end of his tenure in the NHL, although he's still playing over in the Czech League with the team that he owns in Kladno.
And it's almost the end of this period.
Yes, just 22 seconds on the clock. Both teams looking for the go-ahead goal here on this one. Shots favoring the Rangers 10-2. Wow. Doesn't feel like it. It's been that lopsided.
No, not at all.
Now the Rangers bring it in from the right side. A shot there. Seeing it all the way was Corey. It might have gone wide. Nevertheless, he makes the save there on the Rangers player. I believe that was Ogorolkov, who shot that one from the right side.
That one's a little hard for the Anglophiles to say.
Yeah, especially at 8:30 at night.
Yeah, 100%.
Certainly no disrespect intended. Simeon Ogorolkov, the right-handed shooter from the Palm Beach Hawks out there for Connecticut with that last shot.
Do you think that's Palm Beach, Florida?
I don't know, maybe. Wouldn't that be something? Now on the right side, Montreal wins the face-off in their own zone, and that should pretty much do it for this second period. One last chance. That one's fired wide by Jack Brayman, and that will indeed do it for our first 2 periods. Here in this game, the 33rd annual Brick Invitational Tournament. Mike Gould here with Conrad Krauser on ASTV. And after 24 minutes of play, we're tied up at 1.
So if I'm the leader in one of these locker rooms, I'm reaching for that speaker that I know both of these teams have in the locker room. I'm dialing up LMFAO. We need to get some shots, everybody.
Oh, my gosh. I think these kids are a little bit too young for LMFAO.
I don't think anyone's too young for LMFAO. But
I think they might be too young to know who that is.
That's probably true. But especially for the Montreal Canadiens, 2 shots in 2 periods of play.
You go up to any of those kids on either of those teams, you ask them who Red Foo is. None of them have any idea, I guarantee it. Anyway, 15 minutes on the clock for the third and final period of a day 2 at the 33rd annual Brick Invitational Tournament. Mike Gould here for Conrad Krauser. We'll take a step back and we'll be back with you in a few moments for more in our intermission here at West Edmonton Mall.
Welcome to Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mountain Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment. At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3.
Let's go. We're back here at West Edmonton Mall's Ice Palace. Mike Gould with Conrad Krausert on ASTV. And this game, our final one of the day on this Tuesday evening, is brought to you by Zedcore Security Solutions. Look up Zedcore Security Solutions for all of your security needs.
Yeah, and it's been a close game. Not a lot of holes in the security of the defense here.
And we are just about ready to get back underway for the third period of action between Connecticut and Montreal. Montreal had to just 2 shots so far in this game. Le Bleu Blanc et Rouge, more like Le Deux Blanc et Rouge so far in this one. But Connecticut, despite having 9 more shots, still at the same score. 11-2 the shots on goal, but it's 1-1.
So I mentioned needing to take more shots. That's step 1 if you're the Canadians. Get layers of screens in front of the goaltender. Take those eyes away. That's step 2. And I think that applies actually to both sides here.
Rangers just about to come back onto the ice surface here as Corey begins to skate around and tear up a bit of the ice in front of his net. And now the Rangers streak back into their own zone.
I've heard some people refer to that as the goaltender's dance when they're roughing up the ice to make sure that they have enough traction to push side to side inside their crease. But Corey does it all the way past the hash marks.
Yeah, like he went way up the ice there. My goodness, all the way to the top of the circles almost. Getting that ice all ready to go for this third and final period. 15 minutes in duration here at West Edmonton Mall. It's a battle of the 31s in net. Corey against Thompson.
It has been a close battle thus far. And you know, I think we've said a couple of names here, but I'm going to give you a dark horse. Well, not even a dark horse. Just a player I think has the potential to break this game open, and he's right at center. Number 9, Lassard.
Yeah, Theo Lassard definitely for Montreal. On the other end, for Connecticut, I would say Nikita Kochetkov, who's been all around the offensive zone so far in the first 2 periods. We're back underway for the third and final frame at West Ed. Reynolds has the puck taken away from him by Graves, the Rangers' goal scorer in this one.
Reynolds certainly has the build of a power forward, trying to bowl his way forward.
Reynolds has it taken away from him. And now the Rangers at center, pass through the middle, and wearing Mark Messier's old number 11. Bremen had the puck knocked off his stick. Allison goes D-to-D. Rangers breaking up ice.
You mean the number of the best Vancouver Canucks captain of all time?
That's absolutely true. Yes, absolutely. Oh, no doubt about that one. Now Selnick back on it for the Rangers. Selnick hands over to the right side for King. King's pass ahead is picked off by Fontaine. Now a bit of a sloppy change there by Montreal. Almost results in a too many men call, but the puck comes back out to center ice. Brought in down the right side by King, who dumps it in. Canadians back on that puck. Broccolini loses the handle. On it now is Hargadon. Hargadon on the right side in front. That one's tipped just wide. Hargadon again on that puck in the north corner. Gets it up ahead, but it's picked off there by Broccolini. And Brock back out to safety. Now on it is Hargadon. Hargadon lost control. Now he gets it ahead to Kochetkov. Kochetkov down the right side, spins, fires on a save made by Corey. Nice chance there for number 77 in blue.
Your early prediction already beginning the pressure and not ending there.
Yeah, the Rangers still have it down low, looking to take their first lead of this hockey game. It's Kochetkov in the far corner. Gets to the return feed. Kochetkov down low. Here's a chance in tight, but getting in the way of that chance for Montreal was Mason Garant.
Mason Garant making himself big, almost just using a bull rush move to make sure that the puck could not find its way goalward.
Now that pass in front was deflected away from Broccolini. Shots now favoring the Rangers 12-2, but it remains 1-1. Connecticut looks to bring it out to center. Nice play by Leduc there to disrupt that rush, and now it's DiPlacido down the left side. DiPlacido has speed. DiPlacido into the zone, backhands it, and a save is made there by Thompson.
The first shot of the third period, third shot of the game will be recorded there.
For Montreal.
Yes, correct.
And now out to center. Rangers bring it in. Wyden into the middle, shoots. And that one slides just wide, glanced off the pad of Corey. Now the puck knocked down by a high stick of Wyden. And it's knocked down. There will be a face-off inside, or pardon me, it'll be outside the Canadian zone with 12:20 on the clock in this third period.
Could have used a little bit more awareness. Sometimes you'll see at higher levels, and sometimes even at this tournament, when it's knocked down to the high stick, just wait for the opponent to touch it, wave off that high stick warning, and then dispossess the player.
Lassard wins the draw back to Ocean. Ocean gets it up the near side, but not out. Bell keeps it alive for the Rangers. Now Ocean back on it, fending off Graves. Up the near side again. Bell keeps it alive. Down low, it's Fontaine on it. Gets it into Reynolds, who tips it to the line and out. Rangers back on it now. Selnick retreating back into his own zone up the near side. Lassard picks it off. Lassard down low. Lassard circling. He's got Reynolds in the slot. Lassard into the corner. Backhands it over for Garvin. Garvin looks up top. Garvin now spins down low. Puck taken away by the Rangers. Now it's stolen back by Reynolds. Reynolds sends it down low. Garvin on that puck in the near side corner. Garvin battling for it. Reynolds comes in to help out. On the near side, both teams jostling for that loose puck. Lassard takes it away, flips it down low and gives chase. Lassard battling there against the Connecticut player Matthew Selnick. Now up the near side, the Rangers take over, and they'll look to break it out to center. Dumping it in there and going off for a change is Brayman. Now back on it for Montreal is Fontaine. Fontaine up the far side, gets it to the line, not out. And now stepping on the puck and taking a tumble is Reynolds. Puck sent to the line, kept in by the Rangers. Rangers into the middle. It's Kochetov making moves. Kochetov fires the pass towards his man at the side of the goal. Went between the legs of Hargadon, and now Montreal brings it to center. Making a nice move there. Oh, and a glove save is made by Thompson off that chance by Liam Tepp. Wow, what a chance there by number 22 in white.
And that brings the Rangers fans to their feet, getting those noisemakers going.
Tepp almost looked like Cole Caulfield, breaking down that left side and firing that shot. Bit of a toe drag there before he let it go, and wow, that little angle change really made Thompson have to go on his toes to make that stop. Now the Rangers down low. Wyden sends it down low for Robertson, but it's cut off there by Montreal. Now O'Toole backhands it ahead, and look out, that one almost goes into the spectator area. Now King on it at the top of the circle. Diving it away as O'Toole, but King back on it. King shoots, and a save made by Corey. King again in front. Cut off there by Montreal's Liam Houdon. Kept into the point by Jarl, who sends it down low, and Houdon back on it again. Houdon gets it out to center ice. All the way down the ice. Not hard enough for icing.
I do have to mention our spectators have to keep their heads up. I believe it was Devin Ocean's father who took a puck to the face before the first game of this tournament.
Oh man, that's gonna hurt.
Got a couple stitches. Not the child getting the battle wound from this tournament.
Now on the far side, Robertson hauled down. No call in the play forthcoming. And now Montreal with the puck in their own zone. It's Flavio Di Placido who's gonna go behind his own net to try and gain some own steam, but he ends up overskating the puck and handing it off. Now that pass over to the near side is out of the reach of the Montreal player Broccolini. And back on it for the Rangers now is Kellen Fitzgerald-Brown. Rangers with the puck. 9:01 on the clock in this third period. Rangers finding it on the near side, trying to advance it forward. Puck into the middle, taken away there by Graves. Graves now picks up some speed below his own goal line.
A go Habs, go chance have started. And Connecticut trying to counter with some cheers of their own.
Now it's Brayman. Brayman into the middle. Brayman on the backhand. Scores! Backhand upstairs. Jack Brayman. And Connecticut takes a 2-1 lead.
What a backhand. It is tough to lift the puck like that on your backhand from below the hash marks. But Brayman with an excellent shot. And Mike, your reaction scared our production team here. What a goal.
I think that goal caught about everybody off guard as I almost jumped out of my seat. I think I got my microphone caught in my mouth a little bit there as Brayman surprised everybody, including the goaltender, with that backhand shot upstairs to make it 2-1.
Yeah, and that's quieted down the Habs fans, the Habs faithful. But here they come back with a vengeance.
Tepp making moves, gets it between the legs of Talapila. Now up top, DiPlacido's long shot, deflected away there by Bell. Here's the goal announcement. So the goal is Bremen from Graves. Graves up to a goal and assist in this game.
So in fact, they both had a goal and assist. The exact reverse of their second goal.
Now it's DiPlacido motoring at center. DiPlacido cutting wide, fires a shot. That one went between the wickets of Talapila and it went wide. Broccolini for Tepp. Tepp's pass toward DiPlacido, picked off by the Rangers. Now it comes up to the point, kept in by Ocean. Ocean fires it down low. After it there is Tepp. Tepp has the puck knocked off his stick. Rangers taking over.
I have a feeling we'll see a lot of this Tepp, DiPlacido, and Broccolini line for Montreal as they look to come back in this one.
Pass picked off by Lassard down the left side. Lassard battling for it down low. Helped out there by Broccolini. Now the Rangers get it just across the line and all the way down into Montreal territory off the hop. Back on it first with speed is Flavio DiPlacido. DiPlacido had that pass picked off by Seidenberg. Seidenberg couldn't get it in deep though. DiPlacido muscles it away. DiPlacido on the puck at center ice. Has it knocked off his tape, and now Lassard gets it shallow into the zone. Back out at center, it's now Ocean on the puck. Ocean lost it. Bremen dumps it in for the Rangers. And back on it for Montreal is Fontaine. 6:47 on the clock in this third period.
And you can already feel that after that goal, the pace has started to quicken a bit. Desperation for Montreal almost, but controlled desperation.
Yeah, not a whole lot of chances given up in the wake of that goal as the puck is picked up by Montreal on the far side. They advance it out to center, giving chases Reynolds. Reynolds there along with Lassard. On the far side, it's jammed forward. Reynolds gives chase. Rangers back on that puck. They go D to D. And now it's sent back over to the left side. Giving chase after it there is Fitzgerald Brown. Now it's chipped just across the blue line. And the Rangers trying to find it. Reynolds kicks it back to his defense. Now the puck's sent over to the near side, but it's deflected away. Back on it now for the Canadians is Ocean, who gets it into Lassard, who dumps it in. On the forecheck there for Montreal is Leduc, wearing Mike Camilleri's old number 13. Tried to chip it to himself, but it's taken away by the Rangers. And here they come through the middle of the ice. Whalen's pass over to the right side, taken by Robertson. Whalen trailing, picks up that puck, gets it up top for Jarl. Jarl sends it back down low, and on the far side there is Whalen. After it now is Allison. Allison fires a shot that's blocked down by Strickland. And Strickland looks to advance it, hands it off to his defenseman there. That was Houdon who took a spill. And now hard on the forecheck for Connecticut is Hargadon.
Couldn't be a more appropriate name for this Connecticut team. Whalen got obviously the Hartfield Whalers, but also the Connecticut Whale.
Yes. Now on the left side for Montreal. Drop pass, Garant. And he couldn't get the shot on goal, was upended. And Garant is down on all fours. There's going to be a penalty called on the play as Garant is slow to his feet and favoring his upper body as he heads back toward the bench. With 4:59 to play in this third period, Montreal is heading to the power play.
Slid uncomfortably into the boards there. And that's not what you want to see if you're any fans.
It's going to be Kochetov heading to the box for Connecticut for a cross check. And so Montreal being outshot 13-4 here will get a chance on the power play.
Looking to even the score in this game. Good communication going on between the two D-men here for Montreal.
Face off, won cleanly by Montreal. Almeida over to the left side. Fontaine's shot deflects high and it's caught there by the goaltender Thompson, who holds on for a face-off with 8 seconds gone off the PP.
Very similar name to one of the most famous goal calls of all time, Pat LaFontaine's goal, the LaFontaine.
Yeah, very similar. Now a long shot by Almeida. Oh, that one just sailed wide. Close call there. Now Broccolini in the corner. Broccolini surveys. Almeida creeping in. Hands it off to Lassard. Lassard leaves it there for Fontaine. Lassard now gets it up top. Lassard's shot blocked there bravely by Jack Bremen. Puck up for grabs down low in the Connecticut zone. Comes up the near side where Montreal keeps it in.
This stadium has gone almost quiet.
Yeah, very much
There is
so.
a lot of holding bated breath.
Now the puck fired all the way down the ice by Connecticut. Corey out to play it.
And that brings the Connecticut fans back in.
Almeida, all alone below his own goal line, looks for his different options. Lassard way up at center ice. Now it's passed to Broccolini. Broccolini finds DiPlacido. Here's Flavio DiPlacido, and he lost the handle on the puck. Gives chase down low, but it's picked up by the Rangers, and they fire it all the way down the ice. 51 seconds to go on this power play. Almeida back on it for the Canadians. Almeida is hassled there. A turnover, a shot, and a save made by Corey. And now some pushing and shoving after the whistle as Fontaine
That
getting
extra
involved.
shot might earn a penalty here.
Yeah, Montreal's got to calm down here. They don't want to get baited into taking a penalty here with 3:39 to go in the third period. That's the opposite of what you want at this juncture. Looks like cool heads will prevail and no penalties called on the play, but still close call there for Montreal.
The striped men having to, in fact, step between the two players.
Face off in the neutral zone upcoming. At our next whistle, we'll take a look at that last goal, the go-ahead goal by the Rangers, but for now, it's still Montreal looking for a tie. Here comes Tep down the left side. Tep into the middle. Oh, and that one just hopped over the stick of Reynolds. Now up top, Garant creeping in, fires a shot, deflects on goal, and scooping it up is Thompson. Now we'll take a look at that last Rangers goal. Here's a look on our big screen as they came in, down the left side, cutting into the middle, and just a perfect backhand shot upstairs. There by Connecticut's Jack Brayman.
You have to wonder, though, if the presence at the side of the net distracted Corey a little bit. Because you got to know the player's there. He can't get the rebound that way because he's all in alone. And when your focus is separated, that's generally when mistakes tend to happen.
And in this age group, you might not be expecting that shot to be a backhand.
100%. Not from that range, not to get that high. As I mentioned, that quick, not the easiest thing to do.
Face-off upcoming inside Ranger territory. One cleanly by Montreal, kept in by Garant at the point. Garant wides up, big block there by Brayman. He feels it, but the Rangers going to clear it out to center. And streaking with it there is Graves. Graves with speed, stops up, fires a shot that deflects high and out of play. And botching the catch there down low is one of our Montreal fans. Close call there, and he fires it back out to center.
Looked like he was trying to play catcher there almost. We got our baseball analogies going in. We had a brilliant puck batted in from midair in one of our earlier games
That
today.
was impressive. Yeah, that was very impressive.
So make sure to go back, watch all the highlights from this tournament on ASTV.
Amateursports.tv. Still 9 seconds to go in this Rangers penalty.
A little bit of a communication here between coaching staff from Montreal
And the referee.
Oh, looks like a player came off late and they're just making him go back onto the ice.
Yeah, Broccolini returning to the ice surface for the Canadians. And the face-off is won by Montreal. Lassard on the puck. Wheeling down the left side, gets it up to Tep. Tep didn't return it to him, though, and now the puck taken by Montreal's Fontaine. Hands it off to Broccolini. We're back to five-a-side hockey. Lassard caught offside, so Broccolini stops up.
Lassard and Broccolini teammates on both the 2011 and 2012 rosters for the Montreal Canadiens.
Now on the far side, Rangers trying to press it up against the board, take some time off the clock because there's 2:40 to play in this third period.
You have to start wondering, is there going to be the Patrick Waugh school of thinking? Pull your goaltender early, give yourself the most time with the 6-on-5 here.
Looks like the next faceoff will be in the Canadians attacking zone with 2:32 on the clock in this third period.
And I just saw the little tranquilo, calm down hands from the bench of the Canadiens saying, you know, we've been here before, we got this.
Through center, here comes Graves. Graves dumps it in, giving chase is Brayman. Brayman pokes it down low, battling for it there for Montreal is Ocean. Coming in to help out is Lassard. Now Tep backhands it up top. Lassard streaks after it, and he will clear the zone, but it's sent right back in there by Whalen. Back on it for Montreal, there is Quincy Fontaine. Fontaine up the far side boards. DiPlacido through the middle, finds Lassard. Lassard gives chase, backhands it ahead, and now the Connecticut team back on the puck. They send it out to center and into the Montreal zone. Back on it there is Garant. Garant stops up, fires it up the near side boards, batted down by the Rangers, and that was awfully close. right on the cusp of being a high stick, and they call it one. Luke Bell, the guilty party.
And the coach is on the bench, just giving a hand motion to Corey, saying, watch me for when to come to the bench, likely signaling that Corey will be making way soon for the 6th attacker.
1:45 on the clock in this third period. DiPlacido lining up to take the draw for Montreal. Wins it back to Almeida, and Almeida goes to chase it down. Almeida sends it over to Garant. Garant up the near side finds Broccolini. And now Broccolini over to the left. Finds his man down the left side. It's Garvin. Garvin dumps it in deep. Rangers back on the puck. We'll see if they're able to clear with 1:27 to go in this third period. Now it's Garvin who chops it down low. After there's Broccolini. Broccolini cutting in. Fires it high. Goaltender remains between the pipes for Montreal. Almeida sends it down low. Picked off by the Rangers, but kept in again by Almeida. Long shot there. Deflects high.
They're calling for Corey.
They're calling Corey. Now Corey goes to the bench. Rangers fire it down into Montreal territory. And it's not going to go quite hard enough for icing, I believe. No, it's not. And Garant back on it. Garant now skating it out. Garant banks it off the boards to DiPlacido, and here comes Corey back to the bench. DiPlacido into the middle. Garvin one time. Save made there by Thompson. 6-on-5. Rangers breaking it out. Down the right side. A shot. Goes just wide off the side of the net.
Off the post.
No, it was off the side of the net. That one was taken by Graves. In front. Oh, and Brayman didn't have his stick on the ice. Maybe one last gasp for Montreal. Pass in the middle. DiPlacido's upended. Lassard gives chase. Rangers take over. Montreal fires it down into the Rangers territory. 20 seconds on the clock. Rangers back on the puck. Up the near side. Oh, they fan on it. DiPlacido after it. DiPlacido helped out by Lassard and Broccolini. Comes up top. Kept in by Hudon. No! He swings and misses. And now he takes down his man at center. No call on the play. 7 seconds left. And it's brought in by Fontaine. Slides off his stick. And with 2 seconds, 1 second, that will do it. Your final score here in our final game on day 2 of the 33rd annual Brick Invitational Tournament. Connecticut Junior Rangers 2, Montreal Canadiens 1.
If you can drive it home, Mike, I'm just making sure we get our 3-star selections in here.
Mike Gould on behalf of Conrad Krausert here on ASTV. As it is Connecticut winning 2-1 after outshooting Montreal 14-6. Montreal's goaltender Mason Corey making 12 saves on the 14 shots he faced. The winning goaltender for Connecticut, Luke Thompson, stopping 5 of 6.
Took me right down to the last wire as Montreal kept it close regardless of their shot total.
I would like to thank you all for joining us here on ASTV. Mike Gould for Conrad Krausert and all of our production crew, as we will have the 3 stars to you shortly here from the Ice Palace at West Edmonton Mall, and more ice level interviews from my broadcast partner Conrad Krausert, as one more time it is the Connecticut Junior Rangers taking a 2-1 victory over the Montreal Canadiens. Mike Gould saying thank you for joining us here on ASTV on this Tuesday night from West Edmonton Mall. We'll have more action coming at you tomorrow starting at 7:30 a.m. here from West Ed on ASTV. One more time, Connecticut 2, Montreal 1. This has been the 33rd annual Brick Invitational Tournament for this Tuesday, July the 5th. Mike Gould for Conrad Krausert here on ASTV.
Tonight's game between the Montreal Canadiens and the Connecticut Junior Rangers was sponsored by Sencor Security Solutions. And we cannot have our tournament without our amazing sponsors. So they have sponsored this game and the 3 stars again, the Montreal Canadiens and the Connecticut Junior Rangers. Today's 3 stars from the Connecticut Junior Rangers. Today's 3rd star from the Connecticut Junior Rangers, number 87, Ryan Graves. today's first star, from the Connecticut Junior Rangers, number 11, Jack Brayman. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Connecticut Junior Rangers taking this one from the Montreal Canadiens 2-1 in an amazing battle. We'll see you all tomorrow morning when CCM Chicago and the Edmonton Manitoba Junior Ice fight at 7:30 in the morning and play their game. But for now, have a good night, get home safely, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
Mic check. Conrad Krauser, your color commentator here today, joined by Ryan Graves. So Ryan, 2-point day. Good way to end off here for day 2 of the tournament. One of the best games we've seen, back and forth between you and the Canadians. What can you say about your opponents today?
They were really tough to beat. We've played them before, and they always give us a battle every time, and we always have to work our asses off all the time.
Have to work your butts off, that's for sure. And so both you and Jack, your line mate, finished the game here with 1 goal, 1 assist each. What can you say about your line mate and your whole team in general?
I really like my line mate. Well, my line mates and Jack and my whole team, but Jack and I always work together because, like, we always connect passes and score.
And score you did. Congratulations on the win. I'll send you down to the locker room to celebrate the rest of your team. Congratulations, bud. And now I'm joined by Flavio Di Placido. Flavio, another goal adding to your tournament lead. Just a reminder, the camera's all the way up there. What can you say, having that lead in tournament goals, and unfortunately just not able to pick this win up?
Well, it feels good to get a goal. It doesn't feel too good to lose. Everyone likes to win.
For sure, everyone likes to win, but you guys gave your best effort. You played hard out there for the entire game, you and the rest of your team. But it seemed that you had a little extra jump today. Is there any reason for that? Just trying to motivate the team, I guess.
Yeah.
For sure, and you were an odd number 86. What led to that jersey choice for you?
I like the number and Kucherov.
Nikita Kucherov, the Lightning forward. I'll let you head down to your locker room. I think we want to get one photo here for the fans. And I'll let you head back down to the locker room. Have a great effort today. And now your number 1 star, Jack Brayman, congratulating him on wearing number 86, a mutual admiration of Nikita Kucherov, and definitely looked like you idolized some of these players. Getting that backhand and sending it roof for the game-winning goal. What did that feel like out there?
It felt awesome because this is one of the best teams in the tournament, and we were winning by 1 and late in the third.
It took late into the third, as you mentioned, and your goaltender kept you in this one, having to make a couple big saves there after not seeing a lot of action in the first 2 periods. What can you say about the confidence that having a great goaltender behind you gives?
Obviously, a good save, create momentum for the forwards to create to work harder and create opportunities to score.
And create you did. Best of luck on day 3, and I'm sure you guys want to celebrate together and with the rest of your teammates down in the locker room.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you more for the rest of your tournament here. My name's Conrad Krauser. On behalf of all of our production team here at ASTV, we wish you adieu from day 2 of the 33rd annual Brick Invitational here from West Edmonton Mall. Have a great night, everyone.